Hello, my dear student friends. I hope all of you are doing well and you are staying safe and fine during this COVID crisis. Today, I'm going to deal with a new topic, that is management as an activity, management as a process, management as a discipline, and management as a group. So, to start with, we shall be discussing management as an activity. Activity means any kind of action like swimming, playing, dancing, singing, talking, cooking. So, just like any other human activity, according to the concept management is an activity, management is also a human activity, just like any other activities. And management as an activity can be classified under three heads. Interpersonal activities, which implies that management is the relationship between persons. Management is getting things done through the help of subordinates, and the manager has to interact with his team, with his group of workers, with his human resource from time to time, and get the right kind of interaction so that the work is done. The manager acts as a liaison officer between the organization and the outside world. And interpersonal activities means that the manager is constantly dealing with different individuals in the organization and also liaisoning between the individuals in the organization and the individuals outside the organization. The second aspect of management as an activity is informational activities. So this implies that management is a continuous process of dealing with different kinds of information. The manager seeks a variety of information from his colleagues, from his subordinates, and at the same time he also delivers the desired and the required amount of information that his employees need from him to the concerned departments, the concerned branches, or other individuals need from the manager. This means that management is an informational process. And the last one is decisional activities. This I have discussed in my previous videos also, that management is concerned with taking the right decision at the right time. Management is the capability of taking decisions appropriately during crucial times, during difficult times, and those decisions usually have long-term effects, and the manager has to be very careful while taking the decisions for the organization, because it will not only impact the total organization, it will also impact the survival and growth of the organization, as well as the employees of the organization and different other stakeholders. So the first concept of management is that management is an activity just like any other human activity, and these activities are broadly of three types, that is interpersonal activities, informational activities, and the third one is decisional activities. The second concept is management is a process. Management is a process means it is an activity which is comprised of different functions. So in this context, different management thinkers at different point of time, they have given a different list of management functions, but after going through all the lists, after going through the contributions of different management thinkers in this respect, we can say that basically there are five management functions, and these are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. So management as a process is a combination of these five managerial functions broadly in order to utilize the resources, that is the 5 M's: manpower, money, machines, materials, and methods. These are the resources to get the output, that is desirable goals or desirable objectives which have been set. And the concept of management as a process can be classified again under 4 heads. The first one is social process. In human factor, that is the employees, they are the most important element in an organization, and management involves interactions among people. Management tries to create harmonious interpersonal exchanges, harmonious collaborations among people in the organization so that the desired results can be achieved. So management is a social process. Management is an integrated process. This means that management integrates, management synchronizes, or you can say management combines. It creates a harmony among different human resources, financial resources, and physical resources in the organization. And the proper synchronization and harmonization of these resources will lead to the achievement of the group goals, will lead to the achievement of the organizational goals more smoothly and more fruitfully. Management is an interactive process. Management is not a one-way process. Management is always a two-way process. There will be certain instructions, there will be certain guidelines, or there will be certain circulars from the side of the management, and at the same time from the side of the employees, different suggestions, different feedback, or different inputs will come to the management. So this continuous interaction is very necessary in order to get fruitful results in any organization. And so we can say that management is an interactive process, and believe me, student friends, this interaction should not stop. This interaction, whether sweet or whether bitter, the brainstorming sessions should continuously go on. There may be arguments sometimes, but from different arguments, from different discussions and deliberations, very often very good results, very good suggestions come out for the benefit of the total organization, as well as for the benefit of people who are working in the organization. And the last point in the management as a process concept is that management is a continuous process. Management involves continuous identifying of the problems and also continuous identifying of the solution to these problems. Management is an ongoing process. It does not stop with one particular activity. As long as the organization exists, management exists, and managers have to take decisions continuously with the help of the people who are working in the organization, and so management is a continuous process. Now the third point is management as a discipline. A discipline means a field of study or a branch of knowledge which has its own existence, which has its own unique recognition. And in the 21st century, management is increasingly being considered as an important discipline of study, as an important branch of knowledge. And there are several reasons which have contributed to this aspect. I think you have seen the trend that different institutions, different business schools, different organizations are growing rapidly, imparting management education so that people can build a career in management. The significance of management in career development has increased tremendously over the last 2 to 3 decades. Sometimes people say that if you are qualified in other aspects, you may be the leader in the technological aspect in the organization, but managing the total organization, some knowledge, some qualification in management is required. And that's why in the last 2 to 3 decades we have seen a tremendous increase in the number of management institutes imparting management education to the young generation, so that they can develop their career, so that they can excel their career and ride up to the corporate ladder through management education. Scholars are interested in conducting research in different areas of management. Different management practitioners are very much interested in the study of management, so that new areas, new strategies can be identified. And the government has also shown tremendous interest in the area of management, because management is such an area which has a very broad aspect. Like for example, you see human resource management, which I was talking to you in the previous points, marketing management, financial management, event management, risk management, crisis management, customer relationship management, etc., etc., etc. As we will take the classes, I will try to give you more inputs, insights to different areas of management. The dimension, the areas of management is growing tremendously, and that's why management is increasingly being considered as a discipline. But in this context, students, you should remember that management is an interdisciplinary study. That means management has borrowed its thoughts from different subjects like economics, like psychology, like sociology, like mathematics, statistics, public administration, and many others, apart from unique management principles and theories through different researches and through different experiments. So in the 21st century, we can say that management is a unique branch of study. Management is a separate discipline of study. And the last concept of management is management as a group. I have told you in my very first video only that a single individual in present day organizations cannot do all the work. The individual will definitely need the help of some people, a few, or maybe a huge group to get the work done. So management is definitely a group activity, and in this group activity different people occupy different managerial positions. There are basically three levels of management: the top level management, the middle level management, and the lower level management. And it is through the synchronization of the efforts of the managers at different levels of management that the total work of the organization is done. The management people individually are known as managers, and in management as a group I would like to share with you that there are basically three kind of managers. The first one is family managers. I am sure students, you have heard about different family businesses, businesses which are run since generations, maybe by the great grandfather, then grandfather, then the father, then his sons, their sons. So in this way what happens, by virtue of being a member of the family, by virtue of being the heirs of the family, a person becomes a manager in a particular business. So the first category of managers are the family managers. The second category of managers are professional managers. This means that people, by virtue of their professional qualification, by virtue of their professional experience, and because of their expertise in a particular area, they are appointed as managers in different corporations, in different business organizations, and it is their personal professional knowledge that takes them to the corporate ladder, that takes them to different heights of a business, and this kind of people are called professional managers. And the last category of managers are the civil servants. Civil servants means the government servants. The government servants are basically responsible for not only helping in the administration of the country, but also running a very important part of the economy, that is the public sector units. That means the business units which are run by the government, or those units in which the majority of the shares are held by the government. And in this case, the civil servants, like the IS officers, like the ACS officers, and people in different other civil servant posts, administrative posts, they work as managers. This kind of managers you will perhaps find in Oil India Limited, Indian Oil Corporation, BSNL. That means in the public sector units, the civil servants, by virtue of their position, they become the managers of the organization. So with this I would like to conclude this class. I hope you have understood, and as I always say, if you have any queries, you may post your queries to me. I would be more than happy to answer your queries. Thank you so much. Have a good time.